Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of my NFL News Flash series. As you guys know, this comes out every single Saturday, and I give you guys the rundown of the most up-to-date information what happened in the last week of football. So guys, we have my first mock draft of the year, all 32 picks. I gave a 5-round teaser of my mock draft earlier. Obviously, stuff has changed. People are traded up for picks. Stuff will change every single day until the draft. And I will probably go ahead and give a total of 10 different mock drafts before the NFL draft begins. Mainly because people trade up, stuff changes, people pick up free agents. You know everything and the rundown. So guys, before we get into that though, we do have a couple things to talk about. We have... how many wins will the Cleveland Browns? Question today, guys. Comment down below. And I want every single person watching this video currently to comment down below and answer this question. The main reason why is because I want to go ahead once the season's over, go back to this video, and see how many people are correct on the fact the Cleveland Browns. So, how many wins? Be realistic. Do not say 16-0. You can if you want, but, be realistic. Give your honest prediction. They have made a lot of new acquisitions, a lot of new moves, and they have honestly made their team better. So, how many wins do you think that will come with? Tell me down below, guys. We also have a like goal for this video, guys. Can we go ahead and smash 25 likes every single time you guys go? I put a like goal upon you guys. Guys, always smash it. Always. And finally, we have comment today coming in from Ben Games, who said 92 Rodney Hudson in a midfield pack. Awesome, my man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, let's get right into the news. Okay, that was really weird how I said that, so I'm just going to say news, and we're going to move on with that. So, first off, starting off right away, let's go ahead and start with our first topic today. Johnny Manziel is coming back. Now, we talked about this in the past a little bit while ago. We said, Johnny Money Manziel is making a comeback. It looks like now it's actually for real. It was all like, oh, it's going to happen. Oh, definitely 100%. And now it looks like it actually might happen. To be honest, should he get a second chance? I'm so on the fence with that. I know so many people have different opinions because, should he get a second chance? What he did was so wrong with, treating the team like nothing, acting like he was above the team. He would drink. He went to Vegas. He didn't really give a crap about football. And now it's like so many players, they bust their heart. They bust everything in the body just to go ahead and get the chance to play in the NFL. This guy messes up, acts like a child, and just completely does all the crap he does. And then we're just going to give him a second chance. All these other players that never get a chance to play in the NFL because of all the, because maybe they're not big enough, they're not tall enough, whatever may be the case. They don't get a chance, but this guy who had a chance and he blew the biggest chance in the world of being in the NFL now wants a second chance. I don't know. I mean, again, my thoughts and opinions with that is I'll leave it to you guys down below to answer that question. Should Johnny Manziel get a second chance? I'm kind of on the fence, and I don't know. I mean, I love giving people second chances, but it's really iffy when it comes to the stuff he has done. So, in better news, we have news update on Sam Darnold. So, Sam Darnold refused to throw at the combine, which is interesting because every single other quarterback did. And then he has a pro day. You guys do not know what pro day is. It's your chance to show the coaches why you're the best. Has a pro day in UCLA, University of California. In California. Never, ever rains. Ever. Doesn't rain in California, right? Torrential downpour at his pro day. I mean, he didn't throw at the combine. Only quarterback not to throw. And he had the torrential downpour at his pro day. What are the odds? Now, what ended up happening was it worked out perfect for Sam Darnold. Because the team that's going to take him, most likely the Browns, played in the AFC North. Really bad climate, bad conditions in the AFC North. You have Baltimore, you have Cleveland, Cincinnati, obviously Ohio, both teams, and you have Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, very, very bad conditions, and he has to play in those conditions 8 times of the year, right? Well, no, sorry, 6 times a year. including Cleveland 8. So, well, I believe it's 7 home games. So, yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying. He has to play in bad conditions. So, he went out there in torrential downpours in his pro day, and he lit it up. He played absolutely amazing. He did everything he was supposed to do in that pro day and more. And that was in torrential downpours. The man is amazing. Now, we have to keep in mind, and you have to mention this, there has to be a bust of this draft class. Every draft class, there was never, when there's 4 quarterbacks, Darnold, Rosen, 5, Lamar Jackson, want to say, Josh Rosen, and finally Josh Allen, and then Lamar Jackson. When there is 5 quarterbacks that possibly could be, superstars, and 4 of them, excluding Lamar Jackson, supposed to go to the end of the first round, are supposed to be these top 5 talents. They're supposed to go to top 5 picks. Like, obviously, we know Darnold will probably go number 1. We know the Jets traded up for a quarterback. We know the Giants could take a quarterback. I'm not sure if they will or not. And we definitely know the Broncos are on the ball with the quarterback. You know the Cardinals want to trade up to get a quarterback. You know that the the Bills might trade up again to get a quarterback. So we could see the top 5 picks being 5 quarterbacks. We could see all 5 going up the first 5 picks. So you have to think one of these guys have to bust, right? One of these guys has to completely take the L. Which one is it going to be? We'll have to wait and see. So next one we have is going to be Buck Adler is a Dolphin. Interesting. Ryan Tannehill is, obviously not working out. So that's why let's see what he can do. And obviously they will probably be drafting a quarterback. New catching rule, guys. We have a new catching rule in the NFL, and it is beautiful. According to the new catching rule, Jesse James and Des Bryant's catch would be a catch. And that means Steelers would have 7 rings. Nah, it probably wouldn't mean they have 7 rings. Philadelphia Eagles will still beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. We all know this. Steelers fans. I know Steelers fans get petty about that. But, yeah, so there is a new catching rule that is going to go ahead and have those 2 catches be a catch, technically, under the new policy. It's going to be a lot more clear, a lot more easy to understand what's going to be what's a catch and what's not a catch, which means this time next year, we're going to be saying the exact same thing, that they need to fix the catch rule, because we know the NFL, they never fix anything. They always just add more mistakes to be had. So this new catch rule, they're going to find a way to fluff it up. Let's be honest. All right. No PI change. All right. So this is actually something that a lot of people were considering when it came to the NFL committee. They were going to bring up an idea that PI, pass interference, would change the ruling. No longer would it be a spot foul. It would be a 15-yard penalty. So, for example, if you throw a 60-yard pass down the field to about the 10-yard line, I don't know why I'm doing this, 10-yard line, then what would end up happening is, instead of, you pass interference, instead of it being you get the ball at the 10, you get a 15-yard penalty. So it's a 15 yards to wherever the, line of scrimmage is. So they were going to bring that up to the committee and see if they wanted to go ahead and accept the ruling, right? Obviously, instead of being spot foul, be a 15-yard penalty. Well, apparently that's not the case, so they're not going to bring that up to the committee anymore, and we're going to have the same pass interference rule we had from before. So it's going to remain a spot foul. It's not going to change to a 15-yard penalty. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I'm on the fence because a lot of times I know when it, pass interference, the call in general, it's very shaky. It's very like, is that really PI or that not PI? So, obviously if 2 guys get their, feet tangled up, one guy falls, that could be called pass interference. And it might not be pass interference. So I'm on the fence with it, but obviously, we have to wait and see what they end up doing there. Allen Hurns is a Cowboy. He signed a 2-year, $12 million deal with a lot of incentives. And Mike Wallace is a Philadelphia Eagle, no longer a Baltimore Raven. Now, Eagle signed a 1-year, $4 million deal with a lot of incentives. And he actually made a comment, being a Ravens fan, didn't really like it. He said, I wanted to join the Eagles because I wanted to win a Super Bowl. He said he didn't care about money. At this time, at this age in his career, he just wants to win a Super Bowl. Eagles don't win next year. This is going to be really awkward for Mike Wallace. Good job, Mike. We'll miss you, bud. Mike Wallace, he is 31 years old. I'm not saying he's not a great wide receiver. He's not what he used to be. So, Philadelphia, I don't think you guys are getting a, I think you guys are getting a number 3, number 4. So, it's not like this is a big signing for Philadelphia. I just wanted to mention that. And finally, Joe Burger retires after 13 years. So, that's going to conclude our news update for our news portion of this show, guys. So, next one we have here is going to be the mock draft. The mock draft, guys. We have all 32 picks on the board. See right here? Let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with the first 10 picks, we have number 1, Darnold going to Cleveland. Number 2, Quentin Nelson going to the Giants. Number 3, Baker Mayfield going to the Jets. Number 4, Saquon Barkley going to Cleveland. Number 5, Josh Allen going to Denver. Number 6, Bradley Chubbs going to the Colts. Number 7, Derwin James going to the Buccaneers. Number 8, we have Tremaine Edwards, and I completely forgot to actually put the team there, Chicago Bears. We have number 9, Desnell Ward going to the 49ers. Number 10, Laquan Smith going to the Oakland Raiders. Those are going to be my top 10 picks for this upcoming NFL draft. That is my mock draft for the first 10 picks. Now let's go ahead and look from 11 to 20. We have Vita Vea going to the Dolphins. Josh Rosen going to the Buffalo Bills. 13, DJ Moore going to the Washington Redskins. 14, Micaiah Fitzpatrick, how do you say your name? Going to the Packers. Number 15, Lamar Jackson going to the Cardinals. 16, Calvin Ridley going to the Baltimore Ravens. 17, Mike McGlinchey going to the Chargers. 18, Isaiah Wynn going to the Seahawks. 19, Mike Hughes going to the Cowboys. 20, James Daniels going to the Lions. And now we have 21 through 32. And those picks are going to be, as I move my face cam over to the left-hand side here, we have our rest of our mock draft coming in at 21, Hayden Hurst going to the Bengals. 22, Cortland Sutton going to the Bills. Number 23, Rashad Evans going to the Rams. Number 24, Sam Hubbard going to the Panthers. 25, Arnold Landry going to the Titans. 26, Dewan Payne going to the Falcons. 27, Christian Kirk going to the Saints. 28, Justin Reed going to the Steelers. 29, Dallas Goedert, how do you say his name, going to the Jags. 30, Mike Dembski going to the Vikings. We have 31, Colton Miller going to the Patriots. And finally, Josh Jackson finishing it off going to the Eagles. That's going to be my first of many, many mock drafts for this offseason before the actual draft happens. Tell me your thoughts and opinions down below. What picks do you agree with? What picks do you disagree with? Love to hear it down below, guys. But this is my mock draft for 2018 draft. Of course, again, just like I always say, there will be more than one mock draft because that's just how it works. You go ahead and obviously things will change. We could see the Cardinals jump up to the second overall pick with the Giants and go ahead and take a quarterback. We could see a lot more trades happen. We could see a lot more things happening in the NFL. If the Cardinals go out there and trade for a big quarterback, obviously they won't do that. If the Jets go out there and trade for a big quarterback, they're not gonna draft one. So guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe button. See you guys next one. Peace out.